Hey guys, okay, so last night or yesterday on my way home from work, I still have to post that video. I want to post that first. You'll probably see that before I post this one. So anyway, but yesterday I made a video on the way home from work, and I forgot to say, I think I forgot to say that Sally had a clean bill of health. And she got all her shots and everything, and everything's good to go. She had her clean bill of health, so she's good for, damn it, she's good for another year for some and 4 years for other. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, there's Bear. Bye. Love you. See you later. Bye, Pika. Bye, Sally. Be good puppies. Bye. Love you. Okay, here he goes. Hi, Bear. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Okay. Are you being? Did you have a long night? You did? Okay. Will you be a good puppy today? Okay. All right. Be a good boy. I'm going to work now. See you later. Oh, the kitty. He was telling me about a kitty. I did not see the kitty. Oh, well. Bear. Oh, my gosh. So let me explain Bear to you. I don't think I did, or I did, but the camera, it was when the camera was having its fits. And it kept falling down. Bear is a pit bull mix with a terrier. And I know pit bull terrier, I get it. But I'm talking like a wire hair terrier dog. Okay. So pit bulls are usually larger than little wild hair terrier dogs. But anyway. Oh yeah, man. So anyway, so to look, when you get up on, to look at him from a distance, he just looks like some kind of a chonky, muscular wire hair terrier. When you get up on him, you can see he is a pit bull with and he's got long hairs all over him. Not all, like it's just like sporadic. Like you can see through it and see his main coat. And I don't know how to explain any better that, but anyway, so he's just like got whoosh going on. And it's a wire hair terrier, but underneath all that, underneath the sporadic fluff, the aerated, I mean, it's like not tight like a regular dog's hair. It's very sporadic out with the fluff. And you can see the pit bull under the wire hair. Is that right? Anyway, very funny looking dog. Super ugly to the point where he's just adorable. And he's very vocal, and he'll talk to you, and he's funny. When I first met him, though, he had this look on his face like, I'll eat you. I will eat you. And then now he's so not like that. He literally looks for me to talk to me. And I felt bad because there was like the whole week I was in Ohio. He probably got up and waited for me to drive by and say hi, you know. But I wasn't there, poor thing. And the days that I don't go to work, he probably waits for me to go. I feel bad. I don't feel bad enough that I'm going to get up in the morning and drive past his house, okay? Don't get me twisted. It's like, no, thank you. I'll pass, you know. These cops are killing me. Because, you know, why not? They sit here. They could be doing so much more than sitting at the freaking restaurant waiting for somebody to drive by at speed. I mean, they could. They totally could, but they don't. They could completely. Yeah, they could. Oh, for gosh sakes, this thing. I don't like cruise. I mean, I like cruise control, but I don't like cruise control in the car. In my truck, my cruise control is fine. In this, it's not. It isn't. Whee! Anywho, so what exciting stuff happened? Not a whole lot, really. Not a whole lot. Overnight, what could possibly happen overnight? Let me think. Nothing. I came home, cleaned up a few things. We had our dinner because I'd stopped at Captain D's, picked up some chicken and fish dinner. Picked up a chicken dinner and a fish dinner. Got that taken care of. Let's see. Came home, had dinner, cleaned up a few things in that order, and then watched the Pittsburgh Pirates game. And what else? That's about it. Oh, then we watched Will Trent, which I missed a whole freaking episode. Not episode, but series apparently. At some point, I got lost and forgot all about it. Well, missed that one, but so I'm catching up on that one. And then they have the 4th season that just came out, and it's pretty much over, I think. I don't know. So anyway, watched some Will Trent. Watched. What else did we watch? Oh, I found a new show that's on. I can't think of the name of the channel. Uplift or something, Faith or Up or Lift or whatever. Anyway, it's a Christian channel. Anyway, and it has the grandpa from now see, I ain't gonna be able to say it. I know some people are watching this going, oh, you know what it is? Heartland. The grandpa in Heartland, who owns the ranch, basically, it has him in this show. He also is a rancher, but in this one, he's the dad, and Amy is his daughter, not his granddaughter, or something to that effect. Yes, granddaughter. Anyway, but Amy is not the Amy from Heartland. It's different Amy. But anyway, the only thing about it is, it's like I watched the first and second episode, and in the first episode, I've already kind of got the plot of the whole show, and I feel, and in the second episode of this season, of the first season, I've already got the whole setup of the whole show, like, and I'm not gonna, I don't know what the name of the thing is. I can't tell you what it is right now. So there's that. Actually, I can, but it's on my phone. I took a screenshot of the show so I could look it up and see if I could get it. But on my service that I use, my streaming service. But yeah. I wish I could remember what it's called. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I'll tell you in another video. Soon, I'm probably on the way home, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so watch that, and I think I've pretty much narrowed down what's going to happen of the show. So I can't tell you unless you're watching the show. If you're not watching the show, I mean, I guess I could go spoiler alert, kind of thing. But I mean, the show's already been on for a while, so if you're already watching the show, then you already know. And if I say what I think, then you're gonna go, oh, you're right, or you're so off base. However, those that haven't seen the show, I don't want to spoil it for you. I will say this. This is my take on just 2 episodes. And I'm hoping that over the season, I mean, I don't know if they're going to come back for season 2. I don't know. Because if it stays in the way that it has been in the first 2 episodes of season 1, I'm going to say no. They're going to kick it or something because, wow. The guy that plays on Heartland, he can act, okay? The other people in this show, I don't know if it's their first time acting. I don't know if they haven't had a lot of exposure or they don't have a lot of training in acting or something. I don't know. But cringy. Kind of cringy. I'm not going to lie. It's a little cringy. They could put a little bit more effort into the way they're acting. I mean, I know it's a Christian show and everything, but come on, people get upset, okay? People get frustrated, people get angry, people have emotions. I'm not sensing a whole lot of the emotion. Now, the guy that plays on Heartland, he has emotion. He went off on his son in one of these episodes, and he was like, you know, so, you know, and he was doing his acting. I mean, in everyday world, you know, in everyday TV, he would have been like, you know, cussing. He'd have something like, I'm tired of your, you know, crap, or, you know, this, or you just, you know, I mean, you know, there'd be some swearing, a little bit of swearing. Maybe not something super bad because, but there'd be some swearing. But however, in this show, there's no swearing, which is fine. That's fine. I'm not saying swearing is a needed thing. What I'm saying is, what are you doing? Freaking me out. Anyway, weird. So anyway, what I'm saying is that he went off on his son, his son in this video, on this show, on this episode, for his life choices, instead of being at the ranch, and, you know, and he started poking at him, and so, but he was doing it in an angry way, without any bad words, but he was still insulting, okay? He did fine. The reaction of the people was weird. And, I mean, the son acted as he should, sort of. I mean, anybody would still, you know, want to defend themselves, I would think. The mother of the children, the aunt of the children, the aunt of the children, she, who is Amy, she was like, at the end, she was like, you guys can serve your own pie. I don't have an appetite anymore. And I'm like, and she walks out, what? Okay. It was, I don't know, you'd have to see it. It was very weird. The acting for some of these people is like not okay. So I'm hoping that as it goes along, people will be like, oh, you need to, you know, pump up this and tone down this or something, because I know it's a Christian show. I still would like it to be more, you know, like realistic, you know, be real, you know, because we're human beings and we get upset and we cry and we get mad and we say things and, you know, we do things and, you know, and then you have a learning experience in it. So, you know, the anger is, if you can have anger and stuff, and then later on in the show, you come to a point where you have a learning experience about your anger and learn how to try to curb it a little bit or change the way you approach things or whatever. You know, have a learning experience if this is a Christian show. But the acting is awful. That's what makes it bad. It's not that the show itself, the plot is, the show itself is fine. The actors, I don't know. They're not going to be able to just lean on him. And I'm sure there's people going to go, you don't know who these other actors are or actresses are, blah, 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 said that, you might, maybe, I don't know, but I know who I know, and if I don't know who them other actors are, maybe because they don't stand out. I don't, that's all I got to say about that. I don't know. But it is what it is. But the show, I'm interested. Randy goes, are you going to watch the whole season? Yeah, I will. He just shook his head because he's like, man, they just don't act well. I go, I know, but I'm hoping it'll get better. I watched 2 episodes, and then I went to Will Trent, and I watched a few episodes of that. And then I realized, oh my gosh, it's after 1 o'clock in the morning. What the hell am I doing? I have to go to work in the morning. So I went to bed. So that's my night. That was my night. Oh, and at our Christmas party for our business, or not Christmas party, at our end of the year business party, our employer gets everybody gifts. She buys gifts, and she buys about, not everybody, she buys gifts for everybody. She puts them all out on display, and then, damn, dude, what the fuck is the matter with you, dude? Slow the fuck down, idiot. Oh, I have one of those. Moron. I'm gonna slow way the fuck down now. Get the fuck off me. Motherfucker. Sorry, he is literally on my ass. You can see him in my thing, in my dash cam. Get the fuck off of me. Fucking idiot. Excuse my French, man. You're gonna cause somebody a damn accident, you fool. I'm brake checking him and everything. He's like literally on me. Excuse my French. Here we go with the whole Christian thing, right? Okay. I was like, what the heck? These are the people that are not supposed to have driver's licenses. Just saying. Call me what you may. But he needs deported. Just saying. Because if I had to slam on my brakes, he'd have bit the dust. Because he just slammed right into my butt. Oh my gosh, that looks like... a woman just went by in front of me that looks just like my brother's friend Trina. I mean, it looked like her twin. Creepy, weird. We all have a twin somewhere, right? Oh, I love the color of that car. That one that just went by. Awesomeness. And then we have those people that just left beside me. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, in that window there, you can see that van behind me. How close it was. Oh yeah. I could see his face. That's how close he was. I mean, I understand that he wanted to turn at the exit coming up, but why are you driving 100 mile an hour on a 60 mile an hour road? Because he come flying up on me out of nowhere. You'll probably be able to see it in the video if you watch it. If you pay attention behind my head, in my rear view, in my back window. But anyway, so anyway, like I said, I'm hoping that on that show that those people, get into it, get really into it, and really like get into their character and really put forth an effort on it, because it could really be a really great show. It could be. But they can't lean on one actor. They just can't do that. That's just not gonna work. to gonna work. But I want to apologize for the F-bombs. I'm so sorry. I'm trying really hard to stop saying it. It's not easy. Because my first impulse when somebody does something that I find completely out of line like that, I mean, because that scared me. I'm sorry. I don't know if it showed on my face or not. I don't know. I mean, if it didn't, that's shocking. Because my face tells a lot of story. He come flying up on me, and it scared me because I thought for sure he was going to slam into my car. Like, I was afraid that he wasn't paying attention, and he was just going to rear into my car as I'm driving down the road. And the last thing I want to do is get into an accident. I mean, hell, I haven't been in an accident in years. I mean, years. I only had one kid at the time when I had my last accident. So, that's been a long time ago because my baby, my firstborn, is going to be 38 this year. Yep. Yeah, because he's 20 years younger than me. I'll be 58. He'll be 38. So he was just like 2, I think. Maybe 2. Oh, he was little. I think maybe it was 1. He was 2. He was 2. He was 2 when the last time I had an accident. So it's been a long time ago since I've been in an accident. I don't want to be in another accident. And the dings on my vehicle that I have now aren't even from me. They're from parking in parking lots and people being dumb. That's what they are. I have one ding in my car from a guy that drove an Escalade, or not an Escalade, a Hummer, a white Hummer, and he parked right beside us at our grandchildren's kindergarten graduation in Twin Falls, Idaho. They pulled up beside us, and then we got out of our car, and then they got out of their vehicle, and we all went inside. I didn't hear anything hit our car while we were there, but they left before us. Sorry about the bumping. The road's crappy here. Anyway, they left before us, and when we went out to our vehicle, there was a dent in my car with some white paint on it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, people. But anyway, so there's that. And then I've got other dents in my car from hail. But it is what it is. I don't feel like paying to have the dent things removed from our car from hail damage, because it's not like super bad. I don't know. We have it in our truck, and I'm a little bit mad about that because my husband could have parked the truck in the garage knowing that the storm was coming. We have a garage. Why it wasn't parked in there is beyond me. The reason my car has hail damage is because at the time we didn't have a garage. It's like, so it is what it is. And we weren't home. We were parked in a parking lot at the time at the grocery store, and my husband was in the car with the dog while I ran in and get a few things. And while I was in there, they had a freakish hailstorm, and not only did it terrorize my dog, it put dents in our car. So, how are you going to fix that? There you can't do anything about that. But anyway, the hailstorm we had here in Beckman, in the town we live in, very uncommon to have that size of hail, but whatever. Oh, kitty. Hurry up. There you go. Pay attention, dude. You should look both ways. You should look learn to look both ways, because there's people in this town that do not give a crap and they will run you over anyway. Which I find repulsive. But anyway, yeah, so we have dents in our truck because he didn't want to put the truck in the garage. And he's like, oh, I probably should put the truck in the garage. You think? Oh, maybe. Oh, well, it is what it is now. He says it adds character. I'm like, oh, sure, okay. You say so. Character. Sir, you have character. Oh, anyway, anywhooty. Anyway, I'm at work. Again, I apologize for my crazy. I mean, I don't know how anybody else would react when something like that happens, but that's how I did. So I'm going to get off here, you guys. You guys take care. God bless. Be kind to one another. Don't swear like I did. That's ridiculous. Anyway. So I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Love you. Bye.